right, y'all. Look at what we got here. Oh, I think I misread it. But anyway, she did tip me. I thought I got an amazing tip. I forgot that I did that we're still counting yesterday's driving on today. By the way, does anyone get annoyed by that? That Lyft and Uber do that? Um, Personally, I would like to have them just change it over at midnight, you know? Just make it simple. If it's before midnight, it's the one day. If it's after midnight, it's the other day. But I don't know. It's kind of arbitrary to cut it off at 3, in my opinion. But anyway, let's get back to business. Let's not bitch and moan. All right. So, really nice lady. She tipped me 437. So, hey, 437. That's not too bad. She probably paid $25. I'm gonna guess for that. So I'm getting a trip request, and that is no bueno. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. So I got a reservation, another one at 6:20. Another little banger that Sketty got for me. It is going to Love Field, one of these hotels on 35 down here. Let's see. Look at the mileage on that. 11 minutes, 4.1 miles, $16 for Ramiro. So not too bad. Not too bad. 301. Nah, I don't feel good about that trip. Just something don't feel right. Oh, so I got something else. Nah, I don't want to head into the hospital area. No. Mm-mm. No, thank you. Also, uh, I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was talking about, but I got that scheduled ride coming up. So that's my point. I want to stay in the area. Now, about $3 rides. You know, in my area, the minimum fare on Uber is $3.65. I don't know why it's $3.65, but it's $3.65. That's the minimum. If I take you from one door to the back, from your front door to your back door, it's going to be $3.65 on Uber. On Lyft, it's $2.85. See, look at that. Not only is that stupid in terms of this trip, it's stupid because I'm not going to make my scheduled reservation. So why does Lyft want me to do that? I think they want me to do that because they know I'm about to screw them over big time dollars per mile. I think they know that. I think they know that their dollars per mile ratio is about to get seriously messed up. See, now they're throwing some surge on because they're like, oh man, he's not taking anything. Shoot. Let's give him something. Yeah, that's right. You got to give me something, bro. You got to give me something. Maybe I should have headed north and gone up into this surge because I probably could have gotten a ride down to here, and then that would have set me up perfectly for my ride right there. So a little bit of a mess up on my part. I could have gone north a little bit, probably gotten a few rides to come down towards Dallas where this reservation is. You see that $15 right there with the check mark next to it? That's my next reservation right there. $3.65 if it's like it's on the threshold of decent if you get the right amount of shortness. Okay. Are you serious? Are you serious? All right. I mean, seriously? Okay. All right. So let me pull over real quick. Got a new contact. This is my little communication device. Do we do free rides? Uh, again, I'm not liking it. It's not liking it. Not liking it. All right. Do we do free rides? Nope. I'm liable to get another airport run here in a second. Yeah. Oh, look. My man, Uber Jeep AZ commented on my video. What up? What up? Cool dude, man. If anybody is on my video that wants interesting content on Uber and DoorDash, see, look, you know what? Screw it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Why not? I'll head back that way. Then looks like over here is dead. You know what I was saying about Uber Jeep was Uber Jeep AZ. He commented on my video. I haven't had a chance to look at it, bro, but I'll be looking at that, seeing what he said, because I really respect that man. I really respect him. He's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. He is very raw, very in intense, and honestly, that's what I love about Jeff. That's his name, Uber Jeep AZ. That's what I love about Jeff. He really, number one, he's smart. Number two, he's funny. So I like smart, funny people. But what I really love about Jeff is that he's got a heart of, he's got a good heart. You know, none of us are perfect, but Jeff cares about people succeeding. Basically, what I'm boiling it down to is love. Jeff has a genuine love for life. Jeff has a genuine love for people. And he wants to see people succeed. And he's not too proud to admit when he's wrong, or to admit when he makes a mistake, or to show his mistakes. But if you're watching this video and you haven't uh, watched Uber Jeep AZ's content, maybe I'll link it somehow or whatever people do. I'll mention him, and just look in the description, and you'll find his channel. If you haven't watched his content and you're a driver, watch it. If you're a rider, if you're a regular rider of Uber and Lyft, watch his content, because it will teach you a lot about what this business is. And yes, I use that word, business, because this is a business at the end of the day. And you have to view it as such. And riders, why is it important for riders to watch this stuff? Because you need to understand what drivers' thought processes are on certain rides. You know, some of you may be thinking, why is it that my big long ride from Dallas to Fort Worth that I'm paying $100 for is not being picked up? Why is no one picking me up from downtown Dallas and taking me to Fort Worth? Well, you will find out the answer in our videos. And Uber Jeep AZ, he has his own way of putting it. That's for sure. I wouldn't have your grandmother sitting next to you unless you got a pretty salty grandmother. But Uber Jeep will tell you like it is and will explain to you. You know, he's not just, Uber Jeep AZ. What I love about him is that he's not just he's energy, yes, but he's not just wasted energy going in an aimless direction. He has a point and he's smart and he explains everything to people, across the whole gambit, PhDs and regular people like me. He can explain stuff that makes it understandable, relatable, and will teach you a lot about this stuff. He'll teach you a lot about this business. So I'm sitting here singing the praises of someone else's channel. But honestly, if not everyone is going to be served by everybody, right? One person, I should say, can't serve everybody, right? There's going to be an audience that Uber Jeep AZ can reach that I can't reach, that I'm either not capable of reaching, or maybe that I don't want to reach. I'm not able to put in that work. I'm not able to connect the way Uber Jeep AZ is. And there might be an audience that vice versa, that I might be able to reach and that may enjoy my content, and I can communicate. They can hear some of the same truths that Uber Jeep AZ, is preaching. So, but the point is like, I love that Uber Jeep AZ is so generous with his comments and with his time, and he takes one of the things I notice that I'm really bad at is he responds to messages, comments on his YouTube channel. I don't have his number or anything, but he responds to messages on YouTube, lickety split. And this is a busy man. If you watch his videos, you see him out there really busy at night. I'm sure he's working on cars and doing stuff, at other times of the day, and he's got to sleep at some point. Video editing, which is, that's another thing. I'm finding out that video editing, boy, that is not an easy thing to do at all. All right, so I'm just going to conclude this by saying I really want to thank you, Jeff, for commenting on my video. I'm a nobody. I make really crappy videos right now. I am in my infancy of YouTubing and blogging. I mean, nobody's watching this. And for him to take the time out to look up my videos, and I guess that's kind of why I'm doing this. I want to be part of the solution. I want to contribute. I want to be part of the conversation. And that doesn't mean everybody has to listen to me. I'm not entitled. This whole YouTube thing may go down in flames. It might not succeed. It might not work. It might not be for me. I don't know. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try it. And so far, I'm liking it. It's just a matter of kind of getting some things ironed out and finding my niche, kind of what I want to do. All right, so I have driven about 3,000 miles to go pick this person up. I really hope Kami, is he a Kami? Oh, Camille. Camille, I can't see, but anyway. I really hope they tipped me because I drove a long way. But I was bored. I wanted to chat. Let me say this on riders making me wait. You saw me accept this ride like 15 minutes ago. And I get it. A lot of drivers, including me, as you will see, for different reasons, we cancel. Um, and so I get it. But 12 minutes go by and you see me still coming towards you, and I'm 3 minutes down the road. You've had all that time to prepare. And I'm going to guess your ride wasn't taken for quite a long time. No one took your ride. That's why they sent me all the way across town to come pick you up. And you're not out, I mean, not even outside waiting. You're not even at the door. You're not even at the foyer waiting. All right. Talk to you on the flip side. All right. You catch that? You catch it? Nope. Say it with me now. Nope. All right. So, oh, this is at 6:20. I am so messed up today. So this reservation is at 6:20. I kept thinking it's at 5:20. Oh man. Okay. So I still got some time. I was about to go on a rant about Lyft sending me places where I'm going to miss my reservation, and it's at 6:20. It's an hour and 40 minutes. See, that's not good. See, I did a ride to the airport for like $7. Why would I why would I go to the airport for $7? I mean, it's stuff like that that's just dumb. Let's throw Uber on. You know what? Let me pull over for a second. Pull over. And let's turn Uber on, because sometimes I got a great Uber ride yesterday that I didn't record. This is probably, a dollar tip. Look at there. All right. Let's just turn Uber on. See, Uber's got some. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. You can do better. You know what? Uber, come on, baby. All right, so this should be fun. Uh, Sent me across town. $33. Holy cow. I might have been able to do that. Now, see, okay, I like this. All right, so let's talk about that. That is a good little segue. This is a good segue. All right, so should I have taken that $33 to the airport, which is 25 miles away? So it's $1.20 a mile, and that's good cash flow. So $1.20 a mile, good cash flow. My reservation is at 6:20, so it's going to be down the road on 35. I probably could get a ride down there. So it's not bad. I could have taken it, and I almost did, but coming up right after that was a $7 something ride going a total of 4 miles. That is going to set me up in a good area too. So I'm going to get a ride. Hopefully that's also as good right after this. So let's see, if it's 4 miles, so I'm 2 miles from him. I think we're going maybe 2 miles. So $4 for 4 miles for $7.50. That is almost $2 a mile. Okay. And if I bang out a bunch of Uber shorties before my Lyft reservation, then I might make $33 at least in the next, my reservation's at 6:20. So I got an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 30 minutes before that reservation. I could make $40 to $50 here in Dallas. Actually, you know what? Let's back up a second. I made the right call. I guarantee you. Let's see how it plays out. But I guarantee you I made the right call, because that $33 I would have made to the airport, I guarantee you I'm going to make $33. Let's see. Challenge time. Let's see. Am I going to make $33 between now and the reservation? I think I made the right decision. Let's find out. And I've got another ride to pick up Mark. So this thing's paying out about $650, and I'm going about 2 miles. So not too shabby. This is going to be nice for sure. So $7. What was that? Yeah, $761. This is going to be $650. So I'm going to be sitting at $14 in about 20 minutes of driving. A total of 6 miles. So this is what I'm talking about. You mop up these short rides, and it's going to equal or be greater than that long ride to the airport. And that long ride to the airport was not a bad ride. It was not, by Uber standards, it was not a bad ride, because they were going to pay $33 to go 25 miles, which on a long ride, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So even then, this is going to be better. So are you watching? Are you listening? You know what? I think this guy is walking down Blackburn Street, and
Okay, so I want to take a little bit of time to kind of explain some of my thought process here on these rides that come in. So see, this trip right here is a long trip. It's taking me to the airport, not part of my short trip strategy. So I kick that one out. Here comes a short trip. Now this one looks good on paper, about $1 for $7, but 1 mile for $7. But see the problem at the bottom? It says 0 miles. This is probably a drunk person that has not inputted the correct information. And I don't want to deal with that. Time is money. And wasting my time to either go to them and figure out they're too drunk, or that they're going to try to get me to go somewhere that I don't want to go, is just time wasted. So I get rid of that trip and I drop this person off. It's just not part of my strategy. Time is money, and I want to maximize my time in order to be the most effective before I have this scheduled trip coming up. This is the time, because I know my market, I know that this is a good time to do short trips. I mean, my surge is really going off right now. So ideally what I'm looking for right now is a short trip that is paying high dollars per mile. And it would be even better if it, one, led me to a good area that I could then get another trip. So you're trying to stack these short trips up, but then also not going to the airport. There's a Love Field Airport not too far, which I go to often in the morning, but to get out of the airport, because there's no one there. So I'm going to have to leave the airport to get another ride. That's dead miles that I don't want to do. So right now I know it's busy in the downtown area. So I want to get those short trips that are in that criteria. So I turn on Lyft. Now Lyft, this looks interesting because they have $9 for 3 rides in a row. But as you'll see, I'm going to get trip after trip on Lyft where they're wanting me to go insane dollars per mile to get this bonus. I said this in the last video. Don't fall for that trick. The $9 that they're giving you, quote unquote, for that streak, they more than make up for by giving you crap like this. 12 miles for $8 or 25 miles for $18. They're making that up on the back end. So don't fall for that. I'm still following the same strategy. I'm not going to let them distract me from my goal, which is this short trip, back-to-back strategy. I have lift on. Sometimes you have to kind of decline 3, 4, 5 times in a row before they finally figure out, hey, he needs to have this. Now, this was a good ride, but someone took it. But it didn't meet my one criteria, which is why I hesitated to accept it, and I ultimately didn't get it, was because it was heading to the airport. And I didn't want to go to the airport. I want to stay in this core area because, again, I want to follow up with another trip right after I accept my next one. So I'm just shuffling through the apps, doing my mileage. Make sure you always track your mileage. So I'm just constantly flipping back and forth, seeing which one works better. Now, this isn't too bad, but see, it's 6 miles for $7. I can do better than that. I can do much better than that. I hesitated because it was heading me into downtown, which is a good drop-off area, but they can do better than that. I'm looking for at least $1.50, $2 a mile at this point in the morning. So I'm back on Uber, and I'm waiting, just waiting for that next ride to come in. And I'm being patient. See? Kick that long ride out. You just got to be patient. You got to make sure that you have a plan and stick to it. Checking on Lyft. Again, that's a terrible ride, especially for this time in the morning. So decline that, get it out of your system. Let Lyft think about what they want to do. See, Uber's thinking too. Uber's thinking, why isn't he taking these trips? We gave him one that was $2 a mile going to the airport, and he didn't take that one. So what's the holdup? Now this is not a bad ride. Not bad at all. I accept it. It's a comfort with a high. Kick that out. That's not good. So turning off Lyft, going back to Uber. And that was a comfort, Uber Comfort, that had a high rating. And most importantly, she's going into the uptown, downtown area. So it's going to follow up with another good ride. It's going to set me up well for my ride coming up. And that's how you strategize and have a little patience. Some drivers I hear say things like, you need to stay busy. You need to just, keep the wheels turning. But honestly, that patience is a virtue. And if you're going to spend 5 minutes waiting for a better ride, that's worth it. Because if I accepted the first, second, or third thing that came on my screen, I would have been doing less dollars per mile, ending up in a worse area, not setting myself up for success. I consider that 5 minutes well worth spent. So I hope that this little debrief and explanation of what you just saw sort of gives you a little bit of an insight into what my thinking was throughout this entire time where I'm trying to stack short trips before my scheduled trip.
So $9, so I'm sitting at 14 and a half, another 9, so I'm at $23. So I just need to make an extra $10 to do what I would have done on that airport ride, and I'm sitting at a lot less miles right now. So definitely going to be better off. And Natalie, all right, so I'm going to pick up Natalie, and then I'll check back in with you once I'm downtown. Okay, so just dropped those people off in downtown, and I got a ride to pick up Ryan. He's going a mile or so. for $6, so I'll do that. Yes, sir. Just got to make the block. All these stupid one-way streets. He was like when I dropped those people off, I mean, this guy's pickup was only a few 100 feet away on the next street, but because it's a one-way, I got to make like half a mile worth of turns to get to him. But it's 5:30 in the morning, so pretty easy maneuver. All right, take care, man. All right, so on this one, I just dropped off that guy as a bartender, really nice guy. I actually accepted this trip on accident. I was touching the screen, trying to navigate, and I hit accept. Now, the only thing I saw was the price. I didn't see the mileage, and I didn't see where I was going. It was $4.70. This guy is a mile and a half away. So if he's going less than a mile after pickup, then I'll say, okay, that wasn't that bad. But if he's going more than that, this could be a problem. I'm not going to cancel it. I'm just going to see what's going on. I probably should have canceled this. Find out. You know what? This might be more fun. This might be more fun content than anything else. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. It's got to be a short trip because it's basically three. Whoa, holy cow. That was a big hole. My gosh. Come on, Dallas. Fix your roads. All right. Yeah, this has got to be a short trip because it's basically a $3.65 base fare with just $1 surge added to it. So he can't be going far. Surely, right? Right? Yeah. Oh well. All right, so heading towards him now. Yeah, so like I might get a couple more. This is definitely going to pay off for sure. So let's pick up Jeremy. It looks like he's at this bar down here. No, he's at the hotel or the nice restaurant across the street, one of the two. So hotel or restaurant, one of them. So let me get past this train. All right, you're across the train tracks. And again, this guy's not going far. And because there's no traffic, not only is it short distance, see, and this is why I also love driving at this time of the morning. Because, it's a Sunday, so it's not going to get busy at all later. But these short distance downtown rides, it's so much better to do them now versus at 3:00 in the afternoon because of traffic. And Uber and Lyft basically don't pay you for time anymore. So if I'm doing these short trips in the afternoon, it's taking me twice as long, at least, to do them because of traffic. Now these short distances are compounding in the right direction. It's going in my favor because it's short distance and I don't have to wait on as many red lights. I don't have to, basically suffer all of these issues with traffic. So super short, super easy, super smooth. You just got to deal with the people that come in your car. That's it. So I'm going to pick up Jeremy. All right. Super nice dude. Just taking him from the hotel back to his house. And I am now on my way to pick up this person. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is, because my reservation is pretty soon, I'm going to go ahead and turn on Lyft. Now the good news is I've got an Uber ride taking me there. All right, so what are we sitting at? Sitting at $50. $50. All right, so I got my scheduled ride all set up. So I'm going to be getting that scheduled ride right after I do this Uber ride. And the scheduled ride is going to be just down the street from where this guy is. So he's going to end up somewhere over here by I-35. Somewhere over there, probably the Virgin Hotel is my guess. And this guy is right over there. He's at probably the Hilton Anatoly. So that's literally like 2 minutes from each other. So this is going to work out about as perfectly as I could have imagined. So let's go down Elm Street here. All right, so I'll go ahead and tell Jonathan I'm on my way. All right, so I'm going to pick up Jonathan, and then I'll check back in with you once I have dropped him off. All right, just dropped off Jonathan, and I'm on my way to pick up Ramiro. All right, so boys and girls, what's the verdict? Look at that. $60. $60 in an hour and a half. $60. And let's see how many miles I did. So this is 18 miles, and let's do all. I want to see all of them, because there was an Uber here. So 18 miles, not that. Wait a minute, I thought there was a, yeah. So 4 miles, 18 miles, let's call it 23 miles. So in 23 miles, I made $60. They wanted me to go to the airport, which was 25 miles away, for 33. Do you understand? Are you listening in the back? Are you listening? Don't take those long trips when it doesn't make sense. Don't do it. It's just stupid. Why do you want to go to the airport and sit there after you drop off and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait? Because they paid you to go there. They're for sure not going to pay you to get out. All right, so I'm picking up Ramiro, and I'll check back in with you at Love Field once I drop this guy off. All right, so I just dropped off Ramiro at the airport. He is an airline pilot, and he's in flight training right now to be a pilot. Really cool dude. He's going to be moving to Dallas here soon. And we spent a lot of the trip talking about my hometown that I grew up in called Waco. So we were talking about all the cool stuff you can do in Waco and stuff like that. His wife's a big fan of Chip and Joanna. I'm going to head out of the airport. I don't know. Well, yeah, that's a tough call. I'm going to head out. I'm going to see if there's anything else downtown. They haven't sent me anything yet, so I'd actually head to a gas station to take a break for a second. Nope. All right, thank you, sir. $5 tip.